That's your introduction, yeah, that's really how I thug it. That's it, that's my luggage. I just caught a plane, close the deal at a luncheon. 3, 2, 1, over 100 different hustles. Blah, skiing on a rap game, fuck em. Run that money talk, think I'm John Van Chest. That's my blood, let's get that white girl down. Steering through the city to the business, professional. I remember plenty nights, so hungrier than a fat girl, not thousands. Stream my music around the world. I just killed G5, yearned in the strip club. Strippers dancing on me like they low key wanna fuck me. I'm smashing my blood, singing like let's on your love get. Stoosh, when it's not out of control, that's my hustle. Perfecting my service, my stature. Established, to a city count cash, cause I remember I was on my ass. Things change fast, how long will you last? Boy, this ain't that, this change my ground with a sad. To a city count cash, I remember I was on my ass. Things change fast, how long will you last? Boy, this ain't that, this change. What's up, man? What happened, man?
Educational intent purposes only. Any production, audio production I play, or we got Blowing Up Live in the studio. I do own a copyright to TV 13 and Mr. Yayola. I own copyright to Mr. Yayola, Splash Music. Oh yeah, too. Education intent purposes only. Reserving all my rights. I touch this in weak course. UCC 1-308, baby. Saying I'm aware that I can exercise and reserve my rights.
Pay attention, I can teach you what the song said. But I was sad, to a city count cash, cause I remember I was on my ass. Things change fast, how long will you last? Boy, this ain't that, this change my mind with a sad. To a city count cash,
Real spill. Hey, how long will you last? Boy, this ain't that, this change.
What are you doing? That's awesome! Yeah! Hell yeah! You're trying to get in it! Okay, ready?
You feel me? What you waiting on? I'm on to the damn dog. Hey, money plays. These haters trying to change it. Hey, man. Hey. My song play too. 1 shot down.
Okay, let's go.
Mr. Yayola.
Hey everyone, happy birthday, Grandma. Hey,
Yayola.
yeah. Y'all enjoying yourself? That's what I'm talking about. All love. Thank y'all for having me. I am CG13,
Hey.
and this song right here is called The Stage.
I remember performing at that private birthday party. It was somebody's 80th birthday. And someone thought he booked me. That was so cool. A bit unsure, but I always did vision it. I can truly say skills come with experience. I can truly say skills come with experience. And the journey is magnifying. Hope you can see it for what it's worth and relish the true climate. Pray I am rich, accountable lives. With my primary interior purpose, I am alive. Shout out to every real fan of mine. To listen to my music is to get to know me. You're a friend of mine. I come from the heart with every single line. And I thank the Most High that's true to my life. Cause before this, I was jail fighting for my life. Exonerated and aggravated, now give me mine. DJ cut the beat and yell it to the audience. Scream, Tom, green on the microphone, they cool too. Reaching for the love God like they try to avoid hell. Reaching for the love God like they try to avoid hell. I go beyond and over itself. Every second is precious compared to being in a pot cell. And multi-millions for my first album, Shell Cell. Compilation mixtape after mixtape. Maybe they're trying to title my shit album. It might be in my motherfucking album. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My official album, I'm going to definitely be able to put TP out of my motherfucking pocket into it. I have a dream, no one for the next vision. I'm grateful and I know no interception. And I won't. Yeah. My first album, I'm going to be able to translate to it. Calculate your average estimate. Not without revenue, but it's still your capital G. It's time green cookies, don't make me talk great. Bag it on, put it on, don't get on, fuck it. And you can prove that you not fine, couple. What is your man? Without a strong one, man. Yeah, without a strong one, man. I just landed, roll out the black carpet. My flight was delayed, the weather was quite stormy. Man, let's bounce back like sharks. Y'all know they all sharks. Snapping shit ain't gonna lock.
Shit hit the fan. See who really in your corner.
Grand Rising.
I used to be ass high, now I just cash out. I like fast route, but bust that bag down. Used to be ass high, now I just cash out. I like fast route, but bust that bag down. No price ain't worth my jaws, it's checks overall. No price ain't worth my jaws, it's checks overall. No price ain't worth my jaws, it's checks overall. No price ain't worth my jaws, it's checks overall. Hope I only dance like roll black with stupid gas. That's like a little guy, stupid ass. I'm talking them dumb shit. Get Mickey D's, we at Tyro J. Got them sweating like it's the middle of May. Tryna pop a skittle at the Caribbean Bay. I'm 10 years plus deep in this thing. Meant for this shit, many bitches be playing. Can't harm me, rapping, Archie 90s back. Universal Army, I'm myself. Heartbroken, breaking down the slip. From the bottom to the top shelf. I want a tall like this. Watching my eyes on your lips. Stupid zip up the juice. But God first and get it all a hit. Used to be ass. Now I just cash out. I like fast route. But put that bag down. Used to be ass high. Now I just cash out. I like fast route. But put that bag down. No place ain't worth my jaw. It's checks overall. No place ain't worth my jaw. It's checks overall. No place ain't worth my jaw. It's checks overall. No place ain't worth my jaw. It's checks overall. But I used to be ass high. Now I just cash out. I like fast route. But put that bag down. Used to be ass high. I just cash out. I like fast route. But put that bag down. Please continue. Be through your process again. I'm prayed up like a Hindu baby girl. Ocean where I need a swimsuit. Renovate a wall. Every mother loving you. She might go back naked for me. I be naked too. Can't wait to get next to you, girl. You know these niggas be hating low key. I see it all in their eyes. I feel like a shark in a pond and heat. Y'all too deep, but I gotta eat. I put in the work with all the respect. What you expect? No more, no less. I must collect. I wanna chat, no short. I'm in money, far fetched. Bar said, bars, Clark Kent. Niggas on K2 like Brett. Hoes like the same whole check. Wow, so all the other more checks. Like the money makes up. I really invest. Got this music deep embedded in my head. Rust eyes, you say skin. Bleed love a god like spirit. One of the best out in my city. Used to be ass high. Now I just cash out. I like fast route. But put that bag down. Used to be ass high. Now I just cash out. I like fast route. But put that bag down. Say where my dog. It's checks overall. 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 But I used to be ass high.
When I say we motherfucking, when I say we motherfucking live, then I'm motherfucking. When I say we motherfucking, say we motherfucking, when I say we motherfucking live in that mix, bitch, when I say, let me pop my shit real talk. When I say we motherfucking live in the motherfucking mix, I ain't never did this for y'all, man. I took y'all outside the motherfucking, bro, I lived in my studio. Man, look, bro, I keep my kids in my studio, bro. Like, fuck y'all mean? Fuck y'all mean, man? Like, hey, I do this shit, so I love this shit, so I live this shit. Like, man, it's literally been over like 20 years in this shit, man. Like, I feel like DMX. Y'all blessed. I mean, y'all, you know, a little bit. Bro, I know ain't nobody fuck with me on that shit. So that's maybe why I be so nonchalant. Like, when you know better, you know better. It's like, no, I don't. Like, can I understand and comprehend what having the experience of quality experiences and appliances and devices do, right? But I'll never forget what fuck is real or what, you know, energizes us. Even if it is a motherfucking thing. When I say live in the motherfucking mix, bitch, like, you can see the frequency now if you know what, man. Man, live, bitch. When I say I'm out here, you know what I mean? Like, I can't. I love what I do so much. I can't think of anything else to do. I love what I do so much. I can't think of nothing else to do. Come on, man. Live in the motherfucking mix, dog. This is my area. You better go on about your motherfucking business. I know that. Go home. Go home. I can't keep you. You gotta go. Y'all, it's this crazy looking ass dog. Right? Cool. What are you warning me from? What are you trying to warn me about? Somebody's coming? Alright. Now you go be safe. Somebody's behind my house? Who is it? Watch them. Protect us. My camera's on. My camera is on. Watch them. Hey y'all. What going? That was mad interesting. Like, yo, yo, it was just this pit bull, right? It was standing there, pit bull barking, but it was like, it was serious, but it wasn't like aggressive. And sometimes you gotta listen. Bro, bro, y'all, it's movement like a motherfucker right now. Y'all ready to go talk about this shit now?
Come from the heart with every single line. And I thank the most high that's true to my life. Cause before this I was jail fighting for my life. Exonerated and agitated, now give me mine. Yeah, DJ cut the beat and yelling to the audience. Scream tall, green on the mic, girls on their toe tips. Reaching for the young God like they trying to avoid hell. Reaching for the young God like they trying to avoid hell. I go beyond and over excel. Every second is precious compared to being in a barn cell. And multi-millions with my first album shall sell. And I'm worth more than millions spiritually. Hey, you're not a human being looking for a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Open up your first eye. What they nickname your third eye. I have a dream, no a quarterback's vision. A great one at that, I throw no interception. Flow so pure, it'll cure your immune system. Interpret the message, I speak with affection. Emerge from the crevice of the dumb, blind, and desolate. I ain't saying I'm better than y'all, I'm just a better me. Incline numbers, I calculate your average estimate. Top to top revenue register, you a capital G. It's Tom Green, capiche, don't make me chuckle. Make it all, put it all on it, don't go. the vodka, but what is mere man without a strong woman? Without a strong woman, I just landed, roll out the black carpet. My flight was delayed, the weather was quite stormy. Minor setback for a major upcoming. My swag off the chain, I'm free out of bondage. Yay! Tom Green. Ha. Hey. And that's the difference. I actually love it. Bounce back like shots. Y'all know they all shot.
Yeah, man. I really don't do this shit for nothing. You know, I'm trying to live first off. And then in the midst of that, I'm creating my new purpose.
Like, I was 14, I first started. I was 14, I made my first 100. When I was doing this shit, a lot of y'all ain't think it was cool. When I was doing this shit, a lot of y'all parents were saying I was a bad influence. Bitch, I was out there doing lawns, serving, bitch, demolition, bitch, construction. 14, 15 years old, bitch. They got me fucked up when they come about that money on, bitch. I'ma get that. You feel me? I'ma do it too at the same time. I'm not finna motherfucking show no favoritism. I ain't finna dick ride. Ain't none of that. What you got, bitch? Cause I'ma get what I need to get wherever I see I need, bitch. That's straight like that. But at the same time, it's like you have to, mature. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between me and y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still on that shit. Y'all still on that shit. Y'all still on that shit what look good. I'm like, what's good for real? You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to break generational curses, bitch. I'm trying to build generational wealth, bitch. I'm trying to, reform my whole bloodline, my whole foundation. I don't know what y'all on. I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't playing with people. Straight up, I ain't never played to be the hardest. I ain't never played to be gangster. Fuck that shit. It's a man, dude. You in the game. Do this shit tonight. Well, what you in it for? Say you doing your thing. Well, what you do it for? Cause me, I don't do it for nothing. I don't do it for nothing. Nope. I don't do it for nothing. I don't do it for nothing. If I don't make it in one thing, on to the next. If it don't work with the one I'm with, I'm on to the next. Fuck a struggle, I work too hard. It's my blood and my sweat, my heart and my time, my life and my breath. I don't do this for nothing. Used to walk, now I'm swerving everywhere. Still focused, still humble, still real. I don't do this for nothing. Cause really I love it, but really need money and really need structure. Don't fuck with me, fucker. I don't do this for nothing. I really got some deals invested in this. Wanna change where my mom and dad live. I don't do this for nothing. Fuck show and talk. I show up when they want it. My fire is burning, the layers are ruined. Bitch, I don't do this for nothing. Who do you take me for? The type that just falls off, the type that get ran over, talk loud, they call shit off. Laugh and hit the reaper about it, then maybe cough it off. Throw rocks, I turn them to stepping stones, go stepping off. Working my crowd, seem like a lot of y'all to slip it off. Stand tall, cause the game creeping time is crept off. Kick my stinky head raps, make the whole world pop. Straightforward with the truth, probably serve a cop. Do this for the fam and fans and future plans. You caught in the past, I come and smack you with my future hand. Melanated skin is to my nettles out on every land. And hustlers who making deals, hand up every gram. 510 with the spirit of 510 people. This raw raps, not for the ears of the delinquents. I just do I and I don't know how you distinguish. Line rock bars, fucking hoes. I don't do this for nothing. Used to walk, now I'm swerving everywhere. Still focused, still humble, still real. I don't do this for nothing. Damn, man. It's crazy how motherfuckers see you so consistent with some shit. You feel like you just doing it just to do it, man. Like, I'm saying, I take care of me, you know what I'm talking about? I don't do this shit for Huh? It's TG13, you know what I'm saying? Gonna find another TG13. I love it, but really need money and really need structure. Don't fuck with me, fucker. I don't do this for nothing. I really got some friends invested in this. Wanna change where my mom and dad live. I don't do this for nothing. Fuck showing up. I show up when they want it. My fire is burning. The lions are born. I don't do this for nothing. Video shoot live on the stage and studio. I pull it, I shoot. At you fake gangsta heroes, political gangsters. Got my people in a chokehold. Slick ass females cooking dinner dish. You throw them boys making plays, but not inside a theater. Wanna be MCs, you ain't even worth my pizza, bro. I'm from the $1 million hole. I went old. I stayed over rock, but I ain't on that shit no more. I'm motivated on being successful, making money, networking, and earning my blessings. To stop the lies in the games or learn our lesson. Don't smile too much, cause you lame as son is depressing. Make me a blessing, my special that got some come back at your funeral song. I can't fall for that weak shit. I was born too strong. Sharp bars, my flow razor Ramon. I don't do this for nothing. Bring the hook back home. I don't do this for nothing. Used to walk, now I'm swerving everywhere. Still focused, still humble, still real. I don't do this for nothing. Cause really I love it, but really need money and really need structure. Don't fuck with me, fucker. I don't do this for nothing. I really got some years invested in this. Wanna change where my mom and dad live. I don't do this for nothing. Fuck showing up. I show up when they want it. My fire is burning. The lions are roaring. I don't do this for nothing. Straight up, I ain't never played to be the hardest. I ain't never played to be gangster. Fuck that shit. Get your man. That's all I gotta say on that. I don't do this shit for nothing.
Motherfuckers don't even know what's going on. Cause this shit is so much bigger than no music. Like, when I first started, man, I first started recording on a cassette tape. Not to say that everybody should have a long process in doing this shit and coming up, but I ain't coming out to be no gangster rapper, no hardcore rapper, but what I'm presenting is me. And as I grow, I hope y'all continue to grow along with me. You know what I mean? And enjoy this shit. Get fit. Yay. See, y'all trying to get every dollar. I'm seeking to flip every dollar I have and then flip those dollars. We are not the same. On the verge of the best, on the verge of success, to the fourth power, where your foes at? On the verge of the best, on the verge of success, to the fourth power, where your foes at? P for the paper, O for the OGs, L for them niggas in the trap that be low key, K for them niggas that are smoking on this online green. Hey. Just chill, man. Stay tuned, man. Y'all already know what it is. Subscribe to Mr. Yayola Vivo, man. Yay. For real, man. You heard me. Wow. Shout out to all my hustlers, runners, and entrepreneurs out there, man. How y'all been doing? Man, you already know what it is, man. I just been keeping the most high first. Yeah, man. That's very important to me. So that's what I've been doing. But I'm never stopping the music. I'm staying active, man. Love y'all, man. Go subscribe to Mr. Yayola Vivo, man. You already. Yay!
Beating rapid from a rush of adrenaline. Stage lights compliment my G-swag. Trickling in tune to the moment, bouncing at the bangs again. To this point from my first performance, I'll be different. I've been unsure, but I always did visioning. I can truly say skills come with experience. I can truly say skills come with experience. And the journey is magnifying. Hope you can see it for what it's worth and relish the true environment. I am reaching accountable lives with my primary interior purpose. I am alive. Shout out to every real fan of mine to listen to my music if you get to know me. You're a friend of mine. Come from the heart with every single line. And I think the most high is true to my life. Cause before this I was jail fighting for my life. Exonerated and outrated. Now give me mine. DJ got the beat and yelling to
to the audience. Dreams on dreams on the microphone. Yeah, yo. Hey man, if you really want it, you want to put in that work. You got to do it. You. Hey, people be acting slow like they on morphine. Cause my swag dope, methamphetamines. Plus I'm major with it, check the enormity. And I'm going extra hard. See what you artists don't realize. It's one thing, yeah, it's cool to be able to have your vibe and stuff. But what are you contributing for real? Yay. She said she wanna feel close to the most high, so I put her right under the sauce. My flow is heavy, harder to steal like I own to lose, but I got more and I've been ready for real, recording the run, and I just keep going. And every time I drop for another hit, I know my fan base growing. Track no shade, like an eclipse, the light prevailed, I'm shining again. Shawty got her hands down in my pants, and I'm getting out, fuck by her friends. Go by the pound, get on the racks, maneuver to town, handle my cash, feel like the champion while I'm in it. Spit my lifeline on these tracks. I'ma go get it, I'ma be me, I'ma go get it, I'ma be me, I'ma go get it and I'ma be me, I'ma go get it and I'ma be me, I'ma go get it, I'ma be me, I'ma go get it, I'ma be me, I'ma go get it and I'ma be me, I'ma go get it and I'ma be me, yeah. There's some things I regret, man, I can't even hold you. Feeling like Joshua world on my shoulders. I just keep grinding on learning emotion. I got that splash, that juice, that potion. They sprung out on foolishness. I just stay focused. Shit, I was if I hit in the morning. Looking at peace to myself and I love it. Blowing in the bar, sipping on lemon water. I love my first girl, but I want another daughter. Darren, this daddy little girl, I'm a spoiler. Bitch, I'm on top of my future Republican. Remove all the pestle. And niggas been falling through war and slavery. Lie to the money, I'm building my life. It's a nickel and dime. Could barely afford to get in the club. Not from the left to the loud. And I should get either one of your ball. Baby girl, pull up for daddy and sparking. Baby girl, pull up for daddy and sparking. She got my chips, let me work it out. Let me work it out. Every position, we take like an hour. So we just be ready for hours. Baby, so it don't matter, she's good and expressive. Beating her boss, she's coming so rapid. I'm beating it down, she's coming so rapid. Baby, so good, she's hanging that ragged. Think about it, gotta have it. Think about it, I'ma smash it. Mark my ears, I'ma jab it. Bustin' nothing is back to my legacy. I want to find anything I never seen. And I want some shit that you never seen. D for the paper, O for the OGs, L for the niggas in the trap, that's low key. K for the killers that are smoking like a lime green. Pump by money. You see a nigga grinding. D for the paper, O for the OGs, L for the niggas in the trap, that's low key. K for the killers that are smoking like a lime green. Pump by money. You see a nigga grinding. I've been wanting to rip this beat. Needed a message for it, threw it all like FG. Not always pleasant for you, running with my zones deep. My floor kept me spoiled. You rappers look a little rusty. Might need a can of oil for everything I'm going hard. Yeah, working 12, better type of artist I am. The aluminum foil, squares in my circle on my square. Yeah, you gon' call, play after play. Yeah, can't see me get full. Cars with my double horns. Lyrical rubber ball, raising up my kids and make
make sure my baby mama's good. That's working my business, what's the business? I want so much more. No Jay-Z, but shit, can I get an encore? 5-figure checks, yes. Setting up my brand for it. Plans to be a grandfather, pushing my legacy forward. My process A1, that's what I'm striving for. In the past, I turned into a profit, now I get paid the streams. I will do it with my fam. Some things that can't stop me, I gotta let shit breathe, get the black. And now I'm rocking. I'm going in my bag forever, always CG. I know that my fan base growing, cause the money from the streams keep coming. I'ma just keep on investing. They hearing my music and loving it. I know that my fan base growing, cause the money from the streams keep coming. I'ma just keep on investing. They hearing my music and loving it. I'm rocking on money jeans in a coupe. I'm running the underground area coming. I just put the dick on my stomach stick and we both agreed it was lovely. Jumps every rounds off in a blunt deal while recording this on my puppy. Yeah, so loud, so real. My jumbo was happening, yeah.
I got something special for you. Something real special for you. Come on. Watch out. Watch that cord. Come on, boy.
Peace and welcome to all of my beautiful crown heads. Thank you guys so much for being in attendance on no notice at all on this random Sunday. I know we regularly go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 6:30, 7:30 p.m. Central. But this is why I tell you guys to make sure that you hit that notification bell, because sometimes we do go live randomly, and today is one of those days. Plus, you just want to be notified when we go live in the future anyway. So like the video, share the video, subscribe, and most importantly, hit that notification bell, because you do not want to miss out on our dope discussions. All right? Oftentimes, I hear women complain about
Who takes
what men
It went to that
aren't
on the phone.
doing. More specifically within the black community, I hear women complain about what men aren't doing. But
Yeah, that played after. That's in the playlist. I said it was in the playlist.
But that's not my playlist. Look, this the playlist. They didn't even do the whole playlist. Oh shit. It is in the playlist.
If it ain't because you have to do it, don't be scared of your success.
You rolling up? Always. All right, y'all. Y'all getting in? Get in there. John. Go in your room. Messiah.
Okay, we live in the mix. 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 Live in the mix.
Say L.
What going, y'all? Mr. Yayola. You know what I'm saying? Want to thank y'all for tuning in, tapping in whenever you do. And today,
It's Yucky.
on Live in the Mix. Okay.
exclusive, raw. We got a few different things to talk about. We're speaking on self-producing. We're speaking on data. We're speaking on royalties. And we're speaking on blockchain. So one of my things is like with self-producing. Like I feel like being a self-producer gives you the leverage of time and the freedom to openly be creative. I enjoy that. Being self-produced, I really do enjoy that. I like also, we didn't have this in title, but no, like when you're like semi like a self-publisher, also like you having to put in all your information and going over your documents and stuff, you begin to learn your data more in depth. And once you learn your data more in depth, you get a broader perspective of how to maneuver your digital assets, so to speak. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So let's get this right. So my thing is, right? So my thing is, like, for example, say you have a song that you're gonna push like as your hit single for like your EP or something, you know, you would want to definitely at least have a PRO, somebody like the MLC, you know, and you want to have a good DSP, you know. I like Symphony, pretty dope. I said that to say about your data, like I say with Symphony, Sound Exchange, MLC, like you go over your stuff, like registering your stuff and just claiming your stuff. You know, you definitely want to register and then claim your music, like before you release that single, right? Or at least register it. You get what I'm saying? And then claim it after you upload and publish it. You know what I mean? But with like your music, your data, you know, you want to line up all your data and information as accurate as possible, exact as possible across all platforms and software, and definitely your metadata. Like say for self-producers, when you recording your tracks or you you know you mixing and stuff, right? Make sure you go to edit metadata. I dropped the bag, dropped the bomb just then, I don't even know it. It's so important because we going into the super digital age, the super digital age. You know, they have I say the stone age, this is digital age. So with that being said, all this will tie together. Your music catalog is digital assets. Like it's like your digital goal, it's like your you know what I'm saying, assets. So digital assets can be defined as personal property owned by an individual that is stored in digital form. In other words, it's online or electronic in the format can be images, multimedia, or textual content files these kind of assets have grown over the last 20 years. So, for example, like with one of my things, Powered Up, I look it up, it says, you know, my shit, my name, my stuff, and it names the DSP, you know, the release title of the project, album or compilation, the artist, the record label, the release date, and the DSP release ID. You know, you gotta have that information in hand. So when you go to your DSPs and stuff, and you'll go check this stuff out, save that stuff to your hard drive. You understand? Extra people. And then once you get it organized and wrapped up nice, like here, then you'll be in a different position to leverage, you know, music catalog, digital assets with like different licenses and stuff like that. I want to share a quick story. Upon registering my music, I noticed a certain organization that silently you know, credited me some things. So I appreciate that. So Mr. Yola. So my thing is like getting your information, your metadata right, and giving credit to where credit is due. Like if you recorded the song and didn't produce the beat, or if you spit and you performing but you didn't write, all that matters. Like major. But short story. While going over my stuff, yeah, I saw that, and it just encouraged me so much more to you know, get more accurate with my information. And then upon that, I also noticed, like, I looked at my numbers. I was going over my numbers, and I noticed, like, certain songs make more than other songs. So I went back, you know, did my due diligence. But the point is, at that time, I had put in more information behind the other songs. The ETC. And so it was like certain songs with thousands of views, tens of thousands of views, but there was only getting some cents. Versus certain songs, I didn't even have 1,000. He was already making dollars. They got the pot there to pay you. They looking to pay you so much that they put it in a pot to brew, hoping that you come to mind and be like, hey, yeah, but still making record in your record. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with music production, you definitely want to line up your metadata and get your information right. Now going, I want to speak on the MLC, music licensing collection. Like the reason why your metadata is so important and getting your information right across all platforms and softwares so they can match it up. Like with the MLC, what they do is match up your works, collect them, you know, and then the other people have to report to them also, so they know they basically like verify, like, so if they come short, they can be, oh no, where this at, where that at, or what's wrong with that. Like they specify in percentage of shares per registered works. They have claiming tools to claim shares on existing works. You can get your publisher IPI number for both works, download templates, create your content, email and PROs for bulk work. Uh, the MLC came about. The MLC came about because of the Music Modernization Act of 2018 in regards to blanket licensing, you know, and public database. So they focus on the works, the information and data of the works, information, song, music, composition. I think that's pretty cool. I know a lot of people don't even probably haven't even heard of the Music Modernization Act. Things like that are very important because it's like you have these big labels and big corporations and organizations that like to monopolize off of, you know, the indie, you know, the people that ain't got contracts, people that ain't registered, and things like that. So that's like, you know, it's not right because you sitting there putting in the time and then, you know, they're collecting off your works without even seeing you. So your information is so important. Your information is so important. Real and realize that the importance of your data. Like, why would you not want to make record of your stuff? You feel me? Going forward to the blockchain. Okay. The blockchain in the music industry. Okay. So blockchain deals with, you know, when you think of blockchain, you hear blockchain, a lot of people like to think about cryptocurrency and stuff like that. Yes. Now time to digital assets, shares, percentages, you know. So with blockchain in the music industry, we're focused on decentralizing the payments. And the encoding and decoding of your information and data. This shit is really important, y'all. Like the encoding side for your music and your video content sources. Metadata, your visual rights, your audio rights, your publishing rights, your mechanical rights, your region rights, your author into smart contract rights. All compiled and authored into BC codec file and published to blockchain ledger, DRM. BC codec file delivered to DSPs, platforms, and players all together. Okay, BC equals Fair Trade Music Format, FTMF. Each BC file created builds and then adds to a global decentralized database of rights. VR and AR are the Trojan horse to get older songs and catalogs into new format at point of access and usage. New and existing rights expressed into the code at point of creation. Right holders set rules into smart contracts. Smart contracts become part of the minimum valuable data, MVD. I said right holders set rules into smart contracts. Smart contracts become part of a minimum valuable data. You got motherfuckers don't care about what the fuck you doing. That's why you gotta be on your diligence. Like,
I'm turning that water, hot water you going.
okay, we going on there. I'm seeing for people that don't even about me. You know what I'm saying? Really wrong man. I'm doing it. But yeah. So let's go back to it. Blockchain and music industry and coding. BC equals fair trade music format. Each BC file created builds and then adds to a global decentralized database of rights. BC and AR are the Trojan horse to get older songs and catalogs into new format at point of access and usage. New and existing rights expressed into the code at point of creation. Right holders set rules into smart contracts. Smart contracts become part of a minimum valuable data. Like, so you gotta understand, right? Fair trade music formats. We're talking about coding. The encoding and decoding of your metadata and your information with your music. Each BC file created builds and then adds to a global decentralized database of files. So overall, these corporations, they got big plans. You got some organizations want all your part of their database. But if you apply these tactics to your shit and learn how to put your shit in a trust, copyright trademark this shit, you'll earn most of it. But you gotta pay into it. It costs to be the boss. Decoding. Player references, BC codec rules. Rules authorize or reject play of content. Query next. Each sync to blockchain. Payments made to smart contracts. Owner rights holders as per rules. So the decoding is like the breakdown of the player of references, the BC codec rules, and then the decoding involves rules authorized, put in place for rejected plays of content. Query next sync to blockchain, and payments made to smart contracts, owners and right holders as per rules. You know, so it's like they're coming up with a system to track everything even more. So if you're an indie artist, if you're an indie artist, if you're an indie artist, you need to really consider about securing your catalog, your metadata, your intellectual property, and navigating and leveraging your digital assets, potential investors. Sister Yola, I just want to share my tidbit. I appreciate y'all. It's one of the first times we did this like this. This is just a rough draft. We'll be doing this more, and I have it more organized, better set up and everything. Appreciate y'all. I just want y'all to think about certain things. Like if you really producing your shit, if you like, you know, you writing your shit, you recording your shit, you mixing your shit, you publishing your stuff, you know what I mean? You putting out that content, invest in yourself. Go and secure your bag. Because it's already there. You get what I'm saying? Definitely if you got years into it. Definitely if you're like on a national, international level. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. And don't let no motherfucking body stop you. Don't go fuck who they is. Fuck them. You know why? Because if you was out of place or gone, they still gonna carry on. You know what I'm saying? So your show must go on. Never forget that shit. Never forget that. Like, if I would have stopped doing what I was doing because I ain't have people around me that I thought would be around me, I probably would have been physically been finished already. You get what I'm saying? You can't let it stop you. You can't you can't decide, oh, I'm tired or I'm aggravated or I'm bored, so I'm not gonna do this. What? You get what I'm saying? You can't allow yourself to succumb to basic activities. You get what I'm saying? You have to sacrifice your time. You have to sacrifice, sleep. You have to sometimes, let your close ones know, hey, I gotta focus. You get what I'm saying? Some people might not care about your focus. They really won't. They won't care about your focus at all. They won't care about your endeavors because they want you there, right there with them. They don't want you to level up, but you gotta stay focused and keep going. Like, it sounds selfish, but ain't your brain in your head? Ain't your heart in your chest? You know, I feel like once you get to a point to where you've been grinding so long, you start to gain a track record of dedication and integrity. Now it's like you have to keep delivering, and everybody won't get that. But you have to remember what you started from. You have to remember those moments. You feel me? Slide in the mix. Had to pop my Thank y'all. Oh yeah, get it and be me. And I'm gonna say we had 20K already, man. Mr. Yayo, be me on the compilation Zenith. Also on Launch 4. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. Like, we're really doing numbers. We are really doing numbers. That's love. That's straight up love. And I love this, so I expected to receive love back because that's my soul I put into this music. It's my love I put into this music. My spirit I put into this music, man. Dedicated. There's so much going on in this world right now. We don't know what's gonna happen. Like, so we cherish the good and appreciate the good moments. I just want to contribute to the overall elevation of our music community. I want to see y'all do good and be successful. It's Mr. Yayo. I pray the world don't ignore my voice. Whoa. Hey, hold on, man. I wasn't ready for this like I thought. I wasn't ready for this like I thought, man. I should have been did this. I should have been did this. Where I'm going. But this is my vibe right now. It's a financial Saturday. First day of the week. I say we live in the mix. Live in the mix. Yeah, we live in the mix. Live in the mix, man. We live in the mix. Live in the mix. We live in the mix. Hey!
Shout out to Corey C. Love it, man. Shout out to the Black Wolf, man. Shout out to Tyler, man. Shout out to General Hellraiser. Shout out to Tamika, man. Patrick Vito, man. For real, man. Shout out to all my real ones, all my movers and shakers out there. This is it's like a Creole beverage. It's like I mean, okay. So what we doing right now? Live in the mix. It's live in the mix. Hosted by Mr. Yayola himself. It's that. And on Live in the Mix, we speak on different topics in regards to entrepreneurship, entertainment, content, uh, being actor, whether you're entertainer, artist, producer, you know what I'm saying? Social media influencer, like, yeah, I mean, we talk about organizing your data. We talking about making record of your status, making records of your records. All those type of things correlate with the fact that we are now in a digital age, in the age of information and how vital information is, you know. But today, on this live in the mix, on YouTube, man, we went live on YouTube, live in the mix. YouTube, like, man, you should have been did this. Well, I'm going, man. But look, today we're going to talk about contracts, terms and conditions. Contract terms and conditions. I thought my other mic was plugged in. My bad, y'all. But contract terms and conditions, and with music licensing, music sync licensing, being in music libraries and stuff like that. I got a live contract. I'm gonna show y'all. Well, I ain't gonna show y'all, but I'm gonna read a little piece and we gonna talk about it. You heard me? And just shout out to everybody that's being positive and supportive and being active with our community, because that's what we're doing. We're, making record of our encounters with all our real ones, and we're gonna start really, like, make a record of this stuff for real, man. Cause we really are a community, we are us, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it without no further ado. Okay. So, on behalf of Splash Visuals, Mr. Yayola would like to announce that the music has officially gone global. Thank you. It's your favorite private producer. You know? The fact that we be like in Amsterdam and Thailand and shit, it's like cool. You know what I mean? Shout out to Quebec. Shout out to the rap. For real, y'all in the States, for real, shout out to y'all, man. Okay, so we're dealing with a media group that deals with other medias. And like, for example, when you get a contract, it's good to really read it and take your time to read it. And in the contract, they should have their definitions and and their meanings
of their words, and hence why their definitions mean what they're meaning, and all of their reference third party affiliates that will be involved in the process of creating the full product with your product included. So hence a contract for music sync and music libraries would put you in a position to have your music available for other corporations, companies, and brands and entities to use for their content. They may also ask you to help edit their content. I feel like Ice Billion Bird, man. Power over popularity, man. Security over, you know what I mean? Hey, man. But my thing is this, I want whoever sees this to really realize that you doing whatever it is you're doing behind your craft is only going to improve the more you work on it. You have to stay consistently at it, like non-stop. That should be your fun. Your craft should be your fun. Let's get back to this country. So, for example, bullet point one here in the contract, they have certain definitions as used in the agreement.
You're putting it in your mouth.
So, under bullet A, sub bullet one, under bullet one, sub bullet A, subsection A, I meant, it's accounting period. So if you read a contract and you see accounting period, let's see what they're talking about, and you can kind of use that as an example to compare with other contracts. For example, accounting period. Accounting period means commencing with the effective date as defined each of the quarter dash annual calendar periods during the term ending X date to X date to X date to X date. So, meaning, like accounting periods is broken up in quarters. Like how a business would file quarterly taxes. Or when they check them books. So basically, they check them books quarterly, as far as this contract goes.
You got a lot of subscribers, you know that?
Huh?
You got a lot of subscribers.
And these are the accounting periods.
That's okay. That's my side
Before you
peoples.
get to the overall annual.
That's my side peoples. What's
So
going
that
on?
must mean they're going to have a breakdown about the periods of disbursement,
Smoke
payments,
session.
and how things get approved, and how credits.
We live in the fucking mix though. We really live in the mix right now.
That's why I contract takes certain days, and by law you have certain days to pay the taxes. So like I'm saying, like you can be in a position to do this content, and then you have to have taxes. Content means already
Rising. It's Mr. Yayola. Okay, so I was telling Tiana Rose about how the MLC basically has a case against Spotify for education entertainment purposes only. That shit started the 25th of this month, so that was like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. They say Spotify been reclassifying their subscriptions as bundle packages for people to register their artist rights and publisher rights because they're minors of their accounts. And when Spotify reported their profits, but you got so many people sending complaints about the payouts, the numbers didn't add up. But for some reason, in 2024, it immediately got dismissed and the MLC was attacked and under lawsuit themselves. Now, the MLC is like, hey, y'all not paying such and such, right? But also, on the hindsight, it's like they trying to get the money on, then be like, how are we gonna pay y'all? So somebody, well, we gotta start be like, hey, no, hey, we're here. You can just pay us. Cause it's like still other people creating these organizations coming in to get your shit for you. So you just think about that. Unless you're really like in a lucrative situation where like you got that type of motion and the platforms are really useful in the sense of like you really trying to run them type of ads and campaigns, then okay, yeah. But if you're sitting there like in a beginning phase and you're trying to see like a super major turnaround, you have to be very consistent on these platforms while you're building your, you know what I mean, a direct site for your platform for, you know, for your people to come to YouTube. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta learn how to like coexist with all these platforms and all these entities on a local level, a national level, and an international level. And you gotta understand the laws behind this shit because it's like I feel like a lot of people with the cash or the leverage don't be knowing exactly how to place their money and do that shit. And they might have a five video and everything and all that and be looking cool as fuck or whatnot and got the sound. But it's like it don't be going nowhere. So like my thing is if you realize that you have way more control than with your payout than what you aware of, like and you got somebody that say, hey, you know you can do this and do that. You know, not like a lawyer or something, but you know, someone that's trustworthy and just not out to get you. But you know, then I feel like a lot more independent brands and entities would see more. And that's what we do at Splash Visuals, man. We like to build relationships with our clients and our peoples, and I mean, and cater to their specific situation. This ain't this ain't no like this isn't like a fake lawyer service or anything like that. We just love what we do so much, and we've been doing it so long, and we're starting to see like so many people aren't like really grabbing hold of what's real, they're getting distracted. And it's like somebody got to step up and be like, hey, hey, yo, check this out. You know, because I had people like that in my life, you know. So I grew up on each one, reach one, teach one. I just believe that. So that's how these services come about. Splash visuals, man. What's your vision? How can we uplift it? For real. Y'all remember, man, the MLC, the Music Mechanical Licensing Company, Commission, whatever you want to call them. I respect the MLC. I respect Spotify. I respect all the platforms that do what they do, you know. But numbers is numbers. And even if they altering the numbers, you see this stuff still not adding up. So it's on you to do your due diligence. Simple. It's like that simple. You have to do it because if you're relying on somebody else to do your due diligence and still do theirs, it's just not going to be right. But if you're doing yours and you're trying to, collaborate and then like audit some shit, it'll make sense because both parties will be able to show, you know. So that's what it's about. You know, good faith, doing things in good faith. For education and entertainment purposes only. For education and entertainment purposes only. I'm just on here babbling. Um, yeah. When you out here, in this splash field in this world, because we splashing. You know what I'm saying? You can't be lost at sea. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that you know what I mean? Y'all, just how we is in the sea. Like this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real no art.
Uh,
Yeah, that's what's going, man. It's Mr. Gay Yola, man. For real.
yeah, shout out to all the people that's like out there actually doing shit the righteous way, in the right way. Cause that's how you're supposed to be moving. So shout out to them. You know who you is, whoever you is. Shout out to you. Cause all these greedy motherfuckers, I hope they go down. I can't. I can understand you being ambitious and you going out there and you making shit happen and you out here changing the world and making things better so people can come together and grow. But if you out here just all about yourself and you selfish as fuck, I hope that shit come back around full circle. Cause you always supposed to be doing something bigger than you. It ain't never just about you. Why do you get greedy? Why do you get selfish? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you love something and you putting your energy into that because you love it and then you want to help other people to do it, don't get greedy. That's it. Just do what you genuinely trying to do and realize it's enough for everybody to eat, including yourself. And you don't gotta get greedy. I was just saying, like, that's all I had to say. You know?
Well spoken. That's from the matriarch.
Yeah. Matriarch. But
That's another thing too, like culture talk real quick. Like I need cameras there. We're gonna have cameras at all angles, so like in a good way, like far as our studio stuff. But we're gonna be filming multi-camera, so um, culture topic. Like a lot of y'all, like definitely if you're around Nicki Minaj age, you shouldn't be calling yourself no bad bitch. And we don't even learn what queen means. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like a high ranking damsel almost.
A high ranking hoe.
in a sense, meaning like
Top notch.
meaning like okay, say you got a king, right, and he like entrusts with a woman. She would be from like other royal like descent, right? And it would be like a whole like lineage ceremony. So it would be both parties engaged, like both families, both tribes engaged like wholeheartedly. And then even like the different relatives from each side of the family would find people from each side, and you know what I mean, everybody would start mating, and it would be like a real honeymoon, like that's where it almost came like another sense of like holy. But anyway, like they took it serious, right? So the queens, like in that sense, yeah, because they were brought up from the kings, you know, and you can't forget everybody came from a womb, like that's living and got a soul. But my thing is, so let's say if the king got slaughtered, right? But like, or the king passed or something, right? And there was no male to take the place, like the king would step up. And you got some situations where things was articulated, you know, and they did what they did. But so it's levels to it in a sense. Queen could be a good thing if you looking just to be like, yeah, I'm self-sufficient as a female or as a woman. Um, but you still gotta transfer something. So really, what are you ruling? Like you're ruling, but it's not like in a sense of like you still gotta let other people's in to have something going. But a king, that's what a king already knows and strives for, and to provide that structural servitude. So that's why it makes sense when the king and the queen get together, right? Because the queen does attract, and the king structures and protects, and it just, it balances out. That's the real way it makes sense in a royalty sense, in a bloodline sense. But in a spiritual sense, conscious aspect, in a morale sense, when it comes to like womanhood and being a mother in an upright, fair, female, family, female. Um, we learned about like matriarch. To me, in the short sum, it represents everything noble within the process and the aspects and the perspectives of the female, family. Okay, so instead of y'all trying to be that bad bitch,
You should be setting yourself as a woman of your family or the man of your family to have an example in.
patriarch,
You
knowing
the
your
one that,
value.
yeah, you the one they gonna go to talk to or ask about this, and have the traditions in your family. You the one that's calling them all together to sit down and have a marathon around the table together. You creating the events for the family. You teaching them how they supposed to live and how they supposed to treat people as a matriarch and a mother and a grandmother and an auntie and a sister and a cousin. You teaching them about respect and how to carry themselves, and vice versa with the men. You teaching them boys how to be strong and endure and keep going, how to build, how to get shit from nothing. That's what you teach them. But what's happening is a lot of these men is getting out the picture because they wanted to talk right when they was growing up, and the females got to do it by themselves, and they know damn well one job ain't enough. They ain't had the time to go to school yet to make money, so now they got to go to the system. System help you get right, and then you feeling good, you good. Now you feel like, okay, I can do this shit by myself. But that ain't the way shit supposed to be. People supposed to come together and build and teach their kids together and have values together and whatever they got, they putting it together so they can grow up. And having somebody that's there for you.
With you, with you, to witness. Where two or three are gathered together, record, witness of each other. So he is there in the midst. Head, yeah, yeah. It's amazing how when you go to the different languages, right, in the cultures, he is head, yeah, or yeah, it's there in the midst. That's a frequency. You know what I'm saying?
Vibrations is real.
I remember reading this part in the living, the living Bible, right? And I remember it was a part talking about it was in the Old Testament. It was saying, when you get your basically like Lord is happy as you be along your way. Like when you look and be able to see the plants waving, when you smile and the trees waving at you. Yeah, like you'll be uplifted. You know what I mean? Look, y'all can't see it like that, but we can see it. It's amazing.
I need to put my agenda down for lunch.
On my chill six, y'all, it's like I like sometimes I like to drop them during the winter solstice because it's like during that time it's like all the work you did it shows because that be like your reserves. So my thing is I say on my chill six, like the actual official mixtape on my chill, not I'm out cheer. On my chill 6, 2026. April. We're gonna do it April 26th, 2026. 026, 26. congratulations on you. Like even you accomplished something like nobody like you grew up around did. Like far as like you went and got your certificates for as what and what? What was your major?
Creative writing.
In creative writing. Like that's serious, you know. And that takes time. Like, a lot of people get confused sometimes. They feel like as soon as you go to college, you graduate. But it's like you have to consistently reach out to people in that realm of your expertise. You have to consistently study after the graduation. You have to consistently look at your field and see Grand Rising King. Grand Rising. You have to consistently look at your field and see how you can apply yourself to the changes that's happening because it's like, you know, it's one thing for me to be like, yeah, I've been doing this for X amount of years. But also, it's another thing if I can show you my certificates of study and completion to show you that I've been so dedicated that I went to this institution or university or such and such and got my certifications, I got my diploma, I got my doctors, I got my masters, I got my bachelors, I got my so you know what I mean? It really matters. And that's that's something big to me. So that's why I just want to give a shout out to Tiara Rose. She went and got she started with her associates in what? Creative writing and creative writing. So we have writing services for y'all.
Yeah, we like to communicate clearly. Okay. So we just gotta do that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, the best thing for you to do is learn. Learn. First thing, read a book. Reading is fundamental. For real. For real. And I'm not just saying this for everybody, I'm saying this for me too. So, I mean, there's so much knowledge and wisdom out there that you can get. All you gotta do is pick up a book and read.
Right.
Because it's just important. Can't say everything out loud. You need to read it.
Oh, she said you can't say everything out loud. You need to read it. You can't say everything out loud. You need to read it. You can't say everything out loud. You need to read it. You can't say everything out loud. You need to read it.
Hmm.
Got the energy pick up. Whoa. You ain't see that? As we got turned, it get turned.
Yeah.
You can't say everything out loud. You gotta read it. You know what I'm saying? And once you read it, you can't misread it, you know what I mean? Or mistreat it, but apply it the right way. And don't be greedy.
Hmm.
You hear me?
Facts. Yeah, y'all should just be trying to tell people. It ain't like that.
At least I can provide you the opportunity. We had a whole session right there with the
Ooh.
like, yeah, you feel encouraged. I mean, it's real. Breathe with it, exhale. It's real. That's why I got on this big thing here. Like, man, it's like, bro, I was,
I know you're lying.
uh,
Ooh. Man, you
I'm still a pimp though, y'all. I'm just playing. What you say?
Now you need one.
No, what?
Now you need one.
No, I'm good. I'm cool out. I'm cool out. Real live. Real live. We live in the mix. We live in the mix. We live in the mix. Hey, bitch. I think like real spill, real splash, bro. I know people from the L gonna copy this shit. Like you ain't seen no young couple do this shit like this, bro. Like fuck you mean? Like and my boy DC was fuck you mean? So my like,
We
bro,
happy to inspire.
like when I say live in the mix, though, it's like not like this, like on some like cool title. Like, bro, live in the mix. We really in the mix, in the mist. And that's when we be going live. Like, you look back, you'll see the different moments where, like, you could tell we ain't know, like, exactly the value of what we were doing. And, if you look back at the evolution, like, for real, like, everything we did from 2020 motherfucking like 2023. Bro, I should like the formula, the formula for the beat. Like we did so much shit. After going back and looking at that shit, right? We just gonna represent it the right way this time to y'all, straight like that, on a global level, and have some additions to it, cause it's like the world is like this shit constantly changing and growing. And, Hannah Rose said something. Rose Gotti said something. I made sure she was like, I just like my shit to be perfect. I mean, we kind of got into it like a little static for a second because it was like, I was like, what the fuck is a perfect? I get what you're saying as far as your quality and whatnot, but what the fuck is a perfect? And when she said what she said, I was like, I get it. But it's like, for me, it's like, I don't mind sharing my journey because it's like, I feel like when you only show like the highlights, like, it becomes like a facade to people's when you have to like chase this like this status quo. Like for me and my real ones, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all know like yeah, I mean we eat together, like we strive together, we ride together, all that there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can't say that Mr. Yayola hasn't been consistent with his motherfucking self improvement, self empowerment, like far as like your conscious sake, your moral sake, like the integrity. Like I've been coaching the same shit. Have respect for yourself, like and keep going. So you can learn to really like share like with other people, bro, like and coexist with a bit, cause like we in a system now where the distractions will cause arguments, bro. And them become spirits because it's like a whole channel, bitch. See, and I be aware of that shit, so it's like it be hard for me to like sometimes like I be aware of it, right? It's like my dream that I had, like I was in the game, then and so when I see the shit happen, I be like, I want to redo the play. Nah, let me try to redo it right now live, huh? And that shit run like that. It be like, then I be mad again, and then I'm outside my body looking at myself. So it's like, y'all, if you don't have something that you like fighting for, if you feel like you don't know what this shit about, you feel like you just wish you had somebody to be there and be like, man, we gonna get it. That's what I'm out here six for, man. That's what this whole I'm out here shit about, bro. We here. Been y'all. You not alone, man. You not. We out here. Like, and I'm gonna make some type of way to where you can get this shit. And we gonna make some type of way where we can connect this shit, right? They be throwing hints in y'all face. Like, y'all realize ain't nothing changed but the technology, right? And the technology shifted to make y'all like bet like slow. Like, cause like motherfuckers had to do everything like step by step and we're getting swift. You feel me? So like understand like what you engaging in, like you know what I'm talking about? Like what the fuck you chasing? Like what you pursuing for real, okay? If you just wanna eat and chill, that's cool. Just eat and chill and be merry, man, and have yours, man. That's your reward. But it's like in the midst of this shit, you really need to be finding, figuring out something like that helps, some type of shit. Like, for example, movement, like traveling. You know what I mean? Like, for real. At least go see some shit. Like, for real. You got people that stay in the same spot for years and don't do shit. So it's like literally you stood still all your life. To some they might be safe. To me it just be like, nah man, nah man. I wasn't with it. By the age 5, I already knew like my 4 main streets in front of my house and the other neighborhoods. And I knew alternative routes. And I knew how to fight adults ASAP. Straight up. And it was weird. Like I remember like when I was like 7 and I was at the park, I was just doing me. And somebody was like, there was some grown person saying, what you doing? Where your parents at? And I had a stick in my hand and I just whacked their ass. I hit them so much they laid on the ground, right? And I just walked off. And then the dope boys beat his ass. So this is a real shit. Like once I seen that, right, I was like, whoa, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I said all that shit like I don't know what was in me when I was young, but it was like for me, I knew sitting around wasn't it, and I knew hell no, if it ain't make sense, whatever the fuck I had going on, you gotta kill it right there, get it up off you, and that's just how I roll until like stuff started happening. As I got bigger, they was like, nah, you can't keep doing this. We gonna put you some, we gonna, you know what I mean? People feel that. So it's like, I learned early to like play possum. You know, I been say lay in the bushes or lay low on that shit. I like, you gonna sleep on that shit. Definitely like when I was like going through different situations where I was in different communities and I see how a motherfucker like a lay on a motherfucker for like a whole like 9 months just to understand them and get them. Just to plot them up, bait them up for all the shit they like and get them to keep doing little slick stuff and then judgment come. Oh, you did this, that, you did that. So what you gonna say about that? F it. Oh yeah, that's how you feel. Okay, go. Boom, bing, bang, pow, boom. Okay, yeah, fuck it. So it's like I guess as an individual growing and developing, I realize, we not meant to sit still, but at the same time, you still got to be cautious. You still got to have respect. You still got to be aware, you know what I'm saying, of your movement, like, and the cause and effect of your movement and your motion. Fit. You might well say this the I'm out your vlog. Hold on, what going? Shout out to all 200 plus people that you know what I mean was watching the fucking live, the last live. That was a vibe. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all seen some shit in it. Y'all seen the other computer fucking jump frequencies. Y'all saw that. Y'all know I don't be tweaking, bro. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all seen the other TV turn on. Oh yeah, how about the big TV turned on? Right? The computer thing did the little shit where it looked like somebody like chimed in, like it was like boom, what the fuck? And then that TV turned on. So I plugged it up to the other laptop and then it was showing the shit for a little bit. I was like,
So it working.
I don't know, it turned back off. Yeah. There go that big the brown dog, you know. But yeah, y'all, so man, we just live in the mix, man. I'm finna get back to this shit. I'm finna get ready to real deal publish a Mantra 6, the audio book. It's amazing how the universe works, right? Because I tried to upload them Acha with the current compilation, right, in the current order, and it turned to Achir. So that was a sign to me like, you're not ready yet to drop that. It's not time to do that. And so, and normally you always drop the audio book first. According to DistroKid, right, in 2023, I think, it was over 500,000. They only paid me $5 for that bitch. Because how I did it. But it's cool. And then even the I remember the I'm out here 3 audio book. Kevin Gates said I'm out here on free on that song Free at Last. Kevin Gates said I'm out here for real, G. It's my the audible. Man, man, man. That will be it for me, right? That will be it for me. But bitch shouted out my audio book for real, bitch. Like I know they heard that shit. I know they heard that shit. Cause then they fuck around and drop the general after that. Man, come on, man, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, man. I said all that to say I feel like in my head you're always being seen. Go. It's not yours. You trying to sniff the wrong pussy here, boy. Not like that. I ain't saying like that. That's a male dog. You boys, oh no, you good, baby. You good, baby. I go to work. You've been doing that all morning. Well, but it's live in the mix, man. It's Mr. Yeah Yoda, man.